Hi everyone, I have an extremely exciting announcement to make, and that is I finally embarked on my fifth book, which is called Tainted Whispers of Eden. As you all know, I've been extremely fascinated with the Victorian era, and it's no surprise that this book too is set in a similar time period, that in 1893. It follows the journey of a young Muslim Indian woman called Zarina, who escapes her past and travels from Bombay to London. She initially works for the aristocratic Lady Weathersby, and it is at the very posh and luxurious Savoy Hotel that she encounters the very mysterious, alluring and charming Shirley Lester, who happens to own a leading newspaper of the time called the Leicester Chronicle. Zarina then starts working at 61 Eden Court, which is the mysterious residence of Reginald and Shirley Lester. Reginald Lester having died a year before Zarina comes to work at 61 Eden Court. Now, the Victorian era was a time of immense female repression. The British Empire was at its peak. This novel explores a lot of different themes, namely cross-cultural interaction. Zarina, of course, comes from a Muslim background. The heroine, Shirley Lester, comes from an American background. You've got different faiths in the books, the Jewish faith, Christians, Hindus, and Muslims. And how the interaction took place at the time. Of course, at the heart of all of this is the fact that despite all of these differences in faiths, in your racial backgrounds, etc., friendship and love obviously took precedence over all of these contrasts. The title itself, Tainted Whispers of Eden, has a number of different dimensions. The first, of course, is Zarina's perception of England coming from India at the time. The perception, of course, was looking at England through rose-tinted spectacles, and the fact that this was some sort of a haven or some sort of a paradise. And the more she travels around London and the more she interacts with the high society of the British aristocracy, she learns of the dark secrets that lie behind closed doors. And hence that is the first dimension of Tainted Whispers of Eden. London itself, the contrasting places, these luxurious hotels like the Langham and the Savoy, 61 Eden Court itself. And on the other hand, all of the seedy areas within London, like Whitechapel, and things like brothels, opium dens, the different haunts of these stiff, upper-lipped white gentlemen, so to speak. At the heart of this book, of course, is a trial at the Old Bailey. Now, you have to remember that at the time, libel was a crime. It wasn't a civil offense as such, it was a criminal offense, and libel trials used to take place at the Old Bailey. That is a very fascinating aspect of the book as well. As with my previous books, there are gothic elements in Tainted Whispers of Eden. Zarina is a very intuitive young woman. She has visions, she has dreams, and once she's at 61 Eden Court, she hears these whispers from the house, and she doesn't understand whether they're real or whether it's part of her imagination. But the very haunting portrait of Reginald Lester hanging on the dark walls of 61 Eden Court interact with her, whispering to her, especially in the solitude of night, trying to convey something that has happened in the past, which of course eventually she does unravel with her Sherlock Holmes type skills. The characters in the book are all extremely unique. Zarina herself comes across as a three-dimensional character. Shirley Lester, the American heroine, is a little similar to some of my previous characters, but very different as well. And you'll get to see why. She is very bold, but at the same time, she comes across as a very broken woman. Nathaniel Lester, the son of Reginald Lester and the stepson of Shirley Lester, is extremely handsome, very alluring, very polite, very charming on the one hand, but then on the other he has his own set of dark secrets, which we see as we delve deeper and deeper into the world of 61 Eden Court. Again, the Victorian era was a time where there were so many things that were hushed up, themes such as adultery, incest, homosexuality, and these sort of themes are reflected through the characters of the book. Despite the fact that the book is still in its embryonic stages, the characters, the plot, the setting has already left me spellbound. As I delve deeper and deeper into the world of 61 Eden Court, I feel like I'm actually there. And I can't wait for this book to be published in February 2025, God willing. And I'm certain that the characters, the plot, the setting, everything is going to leave you spellbound. Stay tuned for further details, and thank you so much for watching.